college students as a community college teacher. So there's a dicho that roughly translates to, tell me the company you keep, and I will tell you who you are. As both an education advocate and as the founder of this incredible organization, Rob, you are shaping the future of Iowa and lifting up tomorrow's visionaries and community. And because I know what kind of leader you are, I feel like I know each and every one of you here tonight a little bit better. So as Rob said, I'm a community college teacher and I'm a professor of writing. And because of that, I think a lot about the power of stories. You know, words matter, and the words we use and the stories we tell shape our identity. These stories shape America. They can isolate us and make us afraid. They can make us angry and even inspire violence. You know, the kind of violence that we've seen in these past few years, again and again. But stories can inspire us to kindness as well. They can remind us that our differences are precious and our similarities are infinite. That our community, our country, is capable of beautiful and powerful things. And that's the story that I see every day in my classroom. They are single parents and there are veterans. They are first-generation college students and refugees. They juggle multiple jobs, childcare, and pitch in for their parents' medical bills. And they ask nothing in return but for the opportunity to work hard and to build a better life for themselves. And I see that here tonight. The story of Rob, a man who used his victory as the first ever Latino elected to the Polk County School Board to build an organization that would empower other Iowa Latinos. Of Anna Lilia, a girl from New Jersey whose life was changed when her mom got a union job and grew up to fight for workers' rights so powerfully that she was honored by President Obama as a champion for change. Of Juan Carlos, a first-generation Mexican-American from Chicago, whose passions have brought him from Capitol Hill to LULAC, to the Green Latinos, and now to be a presidential campaign. Of Robert, the son of a housekeeper, who came to the United States from Peru at age 5 and became the youngest person elected to the Long Beach City Council, as well as the city's first openly gay mayor. Of Rosie, the single mom and Chicana activist who raised her twin boys to become a congressman and a U.S. secretary, and who now cheers one on as he works to be president of the United States. These are the stories of our nation too. And we must continue to tell them because we have the power to shape reality too. From the founding of LULAC almost 100 years ago, to the United Farm Workers, to the Latino Political Network today, Latinos are shaping our history for the better. Latinos have fought on the front lines of healthcare, education, workers' rights, and immigration reform. You've demanded to be heard and spoken up to say, we are better than deceit. We are stronger than fear. and a Biden presidency will fight this fight. Joe has always stood with the Latino community, and he knows how to bring people together to get things done right away. He will speak up for what's right and use this moment, this opportunity, to make our country work for you. In fact, we were excited this week to launch Todos con Biden, a national network of Latino workers working to elect my husband, Joe. But before I wrap up, I want to take you into the future, and I want you to imagine that it's the fall of 2021. It's a day like today, a beautiful day in Iowa. You're sipping your morning coffee. You pick up the morning paper, and the headline isn't about some late night tweet storm. Instead, it's a story about children who will benefit from universal pre-K and how high school grads can now go on to 2 years of free community college. You read about how we're raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. You see an article about how we're finally passing comprehensive immigration reform and giving the 11 million undocumented immigrants who call our nation home a roadmap to citizenship. You turn on the television, and the anchors are talking about how we're going to build on the Affordable Care Act with a public option and lower prescription drug costs. And when they cut to the President of the United States, you don't turn the channel. You call in your kids from the other room, come here, because you want them to hear what the President of the United States has to say. That president is Joe Biden, and that is the story he wants to tell. Right now, our country hangs in the balance. Are we a place of fear and hate, or one of courage and hope? And yet, the dichotomy of our time is not unique. The battle between who we aspire to be and how we fall short is the pageant play of our history. America is an idea, a legacy we carry, and a dream we have never quite realized. We are the only ones who can write a better story. And that's why tonight matters so much. In this election, there are many differences in policy, in experience, in legislative records, and yet we are all here for the same mission: to lift up the Latino community and our country as a whole, to stand up to the lies and the deceptions this administration wants to sow, to fight for a future that we can only build together. We're all Democrats, all of us. And in the end, the only thing that matters is that we come together and that we beat Donald Trump. So on behalf of me and my husband, Joe, I want to thank you for being here tonight, for lifting up your community. And I want to thank you for your faith in an idea that's bigger than each and every one of us. that we can build a better nation if we do this together. Thank you.